In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to get N rank plus a player rank in a Rise crossover. But before we go and do that, would you guys like yourself a chance to win a free Game Pass? All you need to do is drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment your Roblox username down below. I give away multiple Game Passes every week. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the first thing to do, or at least the biggest tip I'm going to give you guys, is go to the latest island in the game. And yes, you are trying to get M rank, or even if you're trying to get SS rank, or possibly for S rank. Don't really need it for S rank, but I think SS rank and above. Go to the best island in the game, which at the current time of day is the Mori town. When you're at the Mori town, you want to farm the best boss until you get enough cash to go ahead and purchase the Reaper scythe. The Reaper Scythe is a rare weapon, and it will be bought at E rank, but the main thing is it does 8.19 trillion damage. I will make sure I've got no skins equipped, and we'll show you guys in. Actually, just 10 trillion now to my inventory. I don't know why I got such a boost. Actually, what I do know, because of my rank. Yeah, if you don't know, every single time you have rank, you get an extra 5% damage boost. So that's helping us out. We're S rank right now, so we get an extra 30%. And if we get all the way up to N rank, we will have 45%. That goes 5% every time. So it goes S rank, SS rank, then it goes to G rank, then it goes to M rank. After you've got this weapon though, you're not finished. No. You want to respawn or head back to the leveling island or leveling city. Depends on where your spawn is, but you need to get back to leveling city. Then you want to go to the enchants. Yes, enchants are actually really useful in the game right now. You want to click on your Reaper Scythe and you want to roll some enchants until you get a nice looking one. You are looking for a high sharpness and possibly some vorpal as well. It may take you a few runs to get this. We have a lot of this powder dust though, so that's the good thing right now, that we have a lot. As you notice, sharpness increases by a ton, but you get some high sharpnesses such as this, but we can get higher than that. I know we can. You don't want to spend too long on this, and yet this one, 100 trillion damage now. This weapon does. Yes, you guys had that right. So if you're wondering that if you need to run up Zyrus to this, no, weapon's the best way to do it. It's really easy to get a weapon this strong. They need to nerf this, but besides the point, let me show you then how you do it. So you're gonna head over to this building, and by the way, this will be the same logic to use depending on like whatever you're doing. So if you just start off the game, it's all good, because you don't necessarily need this weapon. You can use another weapon, but honestly the older weapons in the game aren't really good. So to begin with, it's shadows, at least up to S rank. Then from S rank and beyond, it's going to be having some good weapons, and if you're trying to get M rank, it's going to be very hard. I'm telling you that as an upright thing there. You want to rank test, you want to go and do the next rank test you need to do there, but do keep in mind every single time you do a dungeon, there'll be 20 rooms. You'll have a 10-minute time in there, and they're going to progressively harder a lot. The jump between S and S's rank is crazy, but as everyone knows in this game, scaling doesn't exist, or it does exist. It's just very insane. Anyway though, let's go take out some NPCs then. I'll show you guys how to actually do this and pull this off very well. Reese said that's the hope. So basically, because we have this weapon now, I don't need to tutorial on my NPCs, and it's actually crazy the weapons can do this. You also want to try and not like get stuck on things, but if we swing the weapon, otherwise let me swing my shoes. May want to put auto attack on, honestly. That may just work out a little bit easier for myself. And auto attack just as kind of mean I can just chop through them right now. I think you do this for free just to join the game's group, which is kind of nice. And yeah, even the strong NPCs are getting completely destroyed. I could have got like Vorpal on this. General Vorpal doesn't mean that they still get extra hits, so actually DPS goes up like a lot. But this now means I don't need to be worrying about time. I've tried doing it honestly with this team before, and this team cannot do it, or at least unless I get some really good RNG. Having shorter rooms, of course you want short rooms rather than longer rooms. My current team really struggles on beating this, which is actually unfortunate, but with this weapon now, I'm going to show you guys how easy it's going to be to go straight through the SS one. Auto clicker seems to be the best way to do it, and that's the in-game inbuilt auto clicker, so then it's not trying to accidentally send stuff. Make sure it's in the corner if you are trying to use an actual auto clicker, and you can just chop through them like instantly. You can put skin on this, you want to make it look a little bit cooler. What I actually do right now is we can quickly throw a skin on. Let's put the Hellfire Blade on, because I know that'll get everybody in the comment section asking how do I get the Hellfire Blade, and to that I'm not going to tell you, I'm pure evil. I actually am pure evil. Anyway, let's keep going through this, and just generally just to prove the point about how easy it is to clear it. Do be careful that you aren't missing any NPCs. Let's try and get a good clear route. It isn't perfect, that's be decent. Otherwise, it's going to end up taking a lot longer than it needs to take, and you actually made us run out of time purely for that. We've done a few rooms so far. Honestly, I don't think we're going like a crazy pace, but we are going like pretty decent. I don't believe skins affect your attack time, as skins are pure just there for animation, but I suppose that would be an interesting test as it would have been in the future. But yeah, if you don't know right now, the game's current meta is purely based around having a good weapon. The good weapon is do way more than pretty much everything else you're ever going to get in the game is going to do. So having a good weapon, also this weapon will become a lot stronger, and you could actually be in Qs, so like Q damage of weapons now, which is kind of crazy. The fact you do trillions is a lot, but basically having a good weapon is just really when you progress in the later stages. The early stages, having a good team of shadows will do it for you. Of course, having a good weapon to start will be nice, but weapons in this game only in recent updates became good. So if you are a newer player watching this and you want to already get S rank or a higher rank, focus on your team first rather than focusing on good weapons. I mean, honestly, this weapon isn't too hard to get. You just need a decent team to beat the NPC that drops it, or just do it with a lot of players. Like, that's one good way about doing it. But yeah, you see, even with 3 G ranks in my team, the rest being SS Ant Kings, so 3 G rank Ant Kings, the rest of my team in SS, they're still very much so struggling at taking out NPC there. As you can see, their damage just isn't really as fast enough to get in. I'll keep chopping on it. The running through it definitely seems like the best strategy. I'm hoping we get this done in like a few minutes. Like, I really don't want this to be like a stupid long clear time. These are very big dungeons, so for some reason. Auto attack does help out a lot for the early stages. Like I said, these stages, it doesn't really, like, you don't really need it. But being able to just run through them, definitely, we're saving about a few seconds every single NPC, which is very nice. And you have also have a lot more range than you probably realize with your weapon when you are doing stuff like this. Like, you kind of just need to tap them, it doesn't need to be perfect, it doesn't need to be clean. I did miss one there, and you do want to avoid missing them too, like, every now and then. But honestly, if you're going to lose because you missed them and you didn't do by the split last second, you probably just need be a little bit stronger to beat it anyway. So there's a way to get around that. But hey, let's keep the jumping going. Try and get a nice little clearing path. As you see, you actually can, for some reason, as long as you just go in the hitbox thing for a second, you don't actually even need to attack them. Look, hitbox, that one's out there. Hitbox, you don't actually need to look. I'm just going to hitbox, boom, done. Boom, done at the hitbox. You don't even need to get the swing on you. As long as you're auto attack on you, can actually see the hitbox trick, which is really effective. I'm definitely not doing it to its maximum, but it's basically meaning I just need to exist near the unit for like a split second and it'll just kind of go oof. Like I said, auto attack's being nice, so it's taking out the ones I am missing that are at least weaker. It won't take only the strong ones I missed, but it'll take out the weaker ones purely because I've got some decent stuff on it. And also, you never remember going back when you're progressing for a dungeon. Like, I did that, I took a little, like, probably noticed that. I took a little mini turn. You really want to try and avoid doing that, like, as much as possible. Also, you just want to try and get lucky with 2 rooms instead of 13 rooms. 13 rooms is going to set you back quite a bit. Getting to the 2 room is going to make it a lot easier and a lot nicer for you. I believe it is random for these. Also, something I did mention at the start of the video is you cannot rise or destroy units in here, so you don't need to worry about any of that. But you can't do that, and that's just kind of to keep it all logical. And I'm just going to be honest with you, the jumping goes up quite a lot. You won't notice that at the earlier stages, but you'll definitely notice at the later stages, and that's a terrible clear there. Please don't do that clear I just did ever again there. You never want to do circles, because I messed up there. I've kind of like worried myself and messed up parts, but it's all good. We're not going to lose because of a small mistake like that. That's not how temperamental these dungeons are, at least at these stages. As it goes on, you need to be more careful. But I think we should still be in a decent spot. As long as we keep this little hitbox trick going, Len. That's something I think a lot of people don't realize. You just need to be in the hitbox at the NPC. I don't know how we missed them. We need to stop missing them. I think that's actually probably our biggest mistake right now. So all these little bits I'm gaining from doing this little hitbox thing is kind of just going to be lost there. And also, if you circle around units, sometimes your NPCs will just attack for you. And they'll do all the hard work. Also, getting 9 rooms is so much easier than getting 11 rooms. You want 9, you don't want 13. Things to spawn there. 9 is nice. 2 is the best, of course, to get. Definitely would play if we get a few more 2s, but hey, 9 isn't equally too bad. It's pretty easy. They're all quite bunched up as well. And we should be getting relatively near the end. I don't think we're like right at the end yet, of course, but we've definitely chopped through a lot of these, so I'm hoping there's 20 rooms total. Like I said, we're about halfway through right now, but we are getting to the end very soon, and we can get that boss taken out, and I can show you guys generally just how easy it is to do these rank ups. We're at 12 right now. Okay, let's try and make sure a counter. First, I've had like a counter going throughout the video, and it's like, hey, that's what number I'm at, but I actually have no clue what number of room at. You can count rooms. Honestly, though, counting isn't going to save a life at all, especially because you're really lucky and the rest of the rooms will be 2 rooms. Or equally, these rest of these rooms will be 13s. Every time I ordered the boss room, it means we already did 20, and we did it in 5 minutes, and I can't even do it without this thing. Also, it's very important to know the boss's health scope astronomically. This is a lot of health for a boss. We are managing to get a good 63 trillion damage in there, which is a lot. I don't think it's including the damage from a weapon as well. Actually, maybe including damage from a weapon. This is a very good amount. That's also going up that DPSs. Which is very important to know, and that also technically is delayed, so it's including the gaps between when I wasn't hitting NPCs. This isn't my actual true damage, and my damage has actually been like nerfed, but because I just all the gaps going around there. But either way, we're about to take the boss. You're going to beating the boss, and please do not leave the dungeon, but the game will naturally kick you out of the dungeon. You don't want to risk it. And then boom, I'm going to be SS ranking in this, and you just want to keep repeating this process for real. The E rank going up all the way to N rank, or you're trying to go to SS rank. Or if you are already at S rank and you're trying to get away all the way to M rank, it's going to take some time. We need some good stuff. But focus on grinding weapons. They are literally the meta right now. You got to do it. And maybe you know some like really cool moves like me. Like, look at my ninja skills. Yeah, you should be scared of them. You should be so scared that you click on this video right now, you watch it, and you subscribe to the channel. Yeah, anyway, I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.